Hello, hello. Welcome to Crafty Chemist. What are you doing this Sunday? It's pretty rainy and yucky here. So I'm hoping it's a little bit nicer where you are. But I feel like this fun sunshine summer layout will help bring the sunshine back into our lives today. At least it stopped raining here. It was raining, but it has stopped for the little bit. But I do think it's supposed to start back up. I did hear that some places in like Oklahoma, Texas, and that might get some severe weather, so I hope everybody's okay. Sorry if I am sound a little bit funny, but I have been fighting this cold off. I've got some congestion. I just can't kick it. It's been going on 2 weeks now. So if you hop on, say hello. If you are watching the replay, say #replay so I know that you watched it. Today I am going to be doing this fun scrapbook layout. I will be using the special close to my heart Stampin' Up co-branded collection called Enjoy the Ride. So I will talk about it a little bit, but I think that this paper pack and sticker sheet is no longer available. But some of the collection is. You can still get the bulk paper, which has this plaid on it. I'm not sure let me look at what the other side is. I'm thinking it's this little flower, but I'm just searching on the website for it. Oh no, it's this green with the butterflies. Okay, so one side is this and the other side is this. So that's the paper that is left, the printed paper. Okay, again, this is called Enjoy the Ride, so you can Google it, but I will drop a link to the products that are left. Let me get this on here. Okay. So let's look at the collection here, the different papers. Like I said, I think the sticker sheet is no longer available. So here's the sticker sheet. I haven't used any of the sticker sheet on this layout, so you still could create this without the stickers, or you can create it with the stickers because there's the sun. Where's the sun? The sun and some of the butterflies and such. This is the one side of the bulk paper that is available. This is the other side. I love this. And if you love this paper, these flowers are available in a stamp set. It's a card making stamp set, and that is still available. So really pretty. I did use both of these here, the green here, and then I used a little bit of this there. This is a fun layout with the little bikes. And then the reverse side is this picnic cloth, picnic tablecloth like look. This is the other side of the bulk. So these two are the patterns that come in the bulk. And then this paper is the other one. It's the white background with the flowers. And then this is the sun. And I did use that here. It's a little bit hard to see on the layout, but I did use this paper. Okay. So we can see here, this is the paper that I've used. Okay, so this is the pattern paper pack. And then there was a coordinating cardstock. So the colors in this kit are nice fun colors. There's nectarine, limeade, a rosy, bluebird. So these are all the dark and light sides of all of those. And then honey butter and white daisy. So isn't that a fun summery palette? Oh, maybe this isn't nectarine. This might be pumpkin. Yeah, this is pumpkin. It's one of the new colors, pumpkin. So pumpkin, limeade, rosy, bluebird, honey butter, and white daisy. So the pumpkin, limeade, and rosy are the new colors for this past year. Bluebird is an older color, and then honey butter was new maybe last year. And then white daisy. So this is a coordinating cardstock. So it was developed, these are close to my heart colors, but this was sold through Stampin' Up. So you can see it's co-branded. It's labeled by both of them. Okay. And then I used the scrapbooking stamp set, this one. Okay, so this is what I'll be using on the layout. Okay. So I will let me drop a link to what's available. Let's see. Hi, Jamie. Did you manage to get any of the Enjoy the Ride collection? So, this was released, I think, May 1st. There will be a release in June of the Close to My Heart Stampin' Up co-branded June paper collection, and it's called, I think it's called Lake Life. I'm not sure if it will be June 1st. I've heard June 3rd, but I'll let you know. As soon as I hear, I'll let you know. But that is the next Close to My Heart designed paper that Stampin' Up will sell. Okay, so that link I dropped is just to my general website. Hi, Diana. And then that's a link to the products that I used on this layout and the Close to My Heart Enjoy the Ride products. Okay. One of the nice things about the Stampin' Up website is that if you go to my page, the craftychemist.stampinup.net, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a place, it's called like My Resources or My Projects. And I've made, like the projects that I've made, you can link up the products that you used on the, like the layout or the cards. So it's real easy. It's real nice. So I'm able to post on my website my different projects, and then you can go back and see if you want to see an old project. You can see the materials that I use. So I really like that feature of the website. Okay. Like I said, I'll tell you about the June collection as soon as I hear about it. It may be June 1st, but I know that the online only exclusives that are going to go live in July to customers are going live to demonstrators on June 3rd. So I'm wondering if the Close to My Heart stuff will be June 3rd also. I'm not sure. Okay, so like I said, you can make this layout. I'm using this these products, but if you didn't get these, because they did kind of sell out fast, the scrapbooking set stamps I know sold out really fast the first day. The paper lasted a little bit longer, but like I said, the bulk is still available. But this is a layout that you can create with really any paperback. Okay, so let's get started, because I don't know how long my voice will last. I'm using honey butter as the base, and I'm not gutting it out, even though it looks like you might be able to, because these are all individual strips. So I wasn't sure that they would like hold up as well if you don't have the center of the cardstock. So, okay, let's cut our paper. Let's cut this one first. And this paper is 1 1/4 inches. Okay, so for these two outside pieces, you need 1 1/4 inches. So here's my paper. And I did get the new Close to My Heart paper trimmer that they released after they announced they were closing. I did get this, but this is exactly like the Stampin' Up trimmer. You see how it's got two things on here. There's a cutting blade and a scoring blade, so that's kind of interesting. I haven't used it yet, so we'll figure it out together. So what did I say, 1 1/4 inches? So while this white one isn't available, because it was the Close to My Heart version, the black Stampin' Up version is available. So I'll let you know how I like this, because this is the first time I've used this. Okay, so that's these ones. While I have this paper, since I'm doing the reverse side, I'll just cut that one. And that paper is 1 inch. So you need two pieces that are 1 inch. Two that are 1 inch. Cutting nicely. It is a little bit stiff to come open and close, but okay. Now this yellow paper is this one, and those are both 1/2 inch. I'm going to do it on this side. I do like that the lines go all the way down. So you need two pieces that are 1/2 inch. Okay, and now this middle piece that's white here, this piece is 6 inches. I don't think I'm going to have 6 inches on this piece here. Yeah, definitely not 6 inches. So going to have to cut into this 6 inches. Okay, what I do like about this is it has this ledge here. So it like goes up against that. That's kind of nice. The only thing is I like my base to go up to 6 1/4. Okay, now one other thing is that these aren't a full 12 inches. These are all 11 1/2. So I have to cut off 1/2 inch on each of these, okay? I would do them 2 at a time, but I'm a little bit too afraid to do that. Okay. This way you can see a little bit of the honey butter around it. Let me know, is anybody, what are you guys doing for Memorial Day? Are you having any cookout? I'm not sure what we're doing yet. We were supposed to go to my brother's for a cookout, but my sister-in-law is sick, so now we're going to have to figure something out last minute. Okay, so I got all of these pieces cut to be 11.5. And now this piece here, I don't know if you can see, but the mat, I use honey butter for the mat. And that mat is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. So let's cut this. Like I said, I like my arm to be 6 1/4. I don't even know if it must be 6 1/4 there. Okay, and then 4 1/4. There we go. Okay, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 for the mat. Now this blue piece, I think, is a zip strip. Yeah, so this blue piece is a zip strip. And I cut this 6 inches. So it can be used at the top and the bottom. If you're using a piece of pattern paper instead of a zip strip, you could cut these 6 1/4 so that it goes all the way to the end of the mat, but these go to the end of the white paper, so it matches the white paper. Okay, and then let's cut this green piece, and that green piece is 5 inches by 5 inches by 3 1/2. So 5 inches by 3 1/2. Let's see, I have a piece here. Let's see if this will work. Is it 5 inches? Okay, yeah, this is the 5-inch piece that I cut before. And then 3 1/2 tall. Okay, so that's this piece there. And then this piece, well, actually is the other side. I'll just use that. It is 1 inch by 5 inches. So this is already this is already 5 inches, so let's just cut it at 1 inch. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Now you will need some white daisy for stamping, but let's leave that for right now. So let me know, did everybody follow that? Do you need any more of the measurements? Let me know. I did not create a blog post for this one. I should have. Maybe I will. Maybe I will afterwards. I just figured the cuts were pretty easy, so I didn't do it. Oh, you went to the National Cemetery today. Is that the that fort? What's that fort called there? Snelling? Is that where the National Cemetery is? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the right side and move. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start at the white, and I'm going to center this white because this piece is 6 inches, so it should go on my mat between 3 and 9 with a 6 inch in the middle. So let's see, is this empty? Am I close to my heart? Am I close to my heart? Thing must be empty. Yeah, it's empty. Okay, well, I'll use this while I can. This is a Stampin' Up Stampin' Seal, which I do like. Okay. It is tape, but truthfully, I don't mind this tape. I'm not a tape fan. I much prefer the dots. But I find that this tape does not... I always have trouble with tape, like, finishing it, like, ending. But this tape, you can really end it pretty nicely. Okay, so I'm going to center this around the 6. So it's going to be between the 3 and the 9 on my Versamat. And it's going to be about 1/4 of an inch from the top and the bottom. Okay, so it's going to reveal about 1/4 inch there and about 1/4 inch there. And so then what I'm going to do is just fill in the right side to the left side. That way it's pretty much centered. Okay, the green pattern paper was 5 inches by 3.5. Five inches by 3.5. Okay, now this one I'm going to butt right up against the edge, and then hopefully I cut it so that it's fairly even top and bottom. Okay, now let's do this one, the yellow. The only thing about this Stampin' Seal is when you get to the part where you want to stop, is you got to stop, push down, and then kind of snap up. Okay. Let's put this one right here. This has got a nice, like, sunshine print on it. And it was down a little bit too far. There we go. And then the last one is this pretty bike. I did, on a different layout, I've used some really cute bike pictures of my granddaughter. I might put that on here in my album, because I made her a layout for her album. Okay, isn't that cute? Okay, now let's do this side. Really, this, like I said, you can do this layout with any paper because it's really just a bunch of strips. And you can even vary the size of your strips. This was the layout that they used to advertise the Enjoy the Ride collection. So I recreated that layout. And I just kind of estimated the sizes based on how it looked. So I mean, you can do it differently if you want to. I really love the colors of this collection. It's just so summery, and I really need that right now. Okay, and then the last one is the bike. And by starting in the center and working our way out, we kind of make it, you know, more even all the way around. Now let's use the honey butter for the mat. And I have this at about 1.5 inches down. So I'm just going to use my Versamat to kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to go like here at the 10.5 mark. And this will be slightly to the left and right of the white paper with the flowers on it. Because remember, this paper is 6 inches and I cut this mat to be 6 1/4, so it's about 1/8 of an inch on each side. Okay, and then these trim pieces go on the top and the bottom. These don't rub off quite as nicely. And so this will be the width of the white, not the width of the mat. It's kind of an optical illusion because I don't think you really can tell that, but it is. Put it here. And these pieces were 6 inches by, and it's a zip strip that was on the paper pack. Again, this is going to be right across that white part. Okay, and now the green part goes right, I butted up against this blue here and just centered it. I really love this backside with the flowers. I like it better than the green side, but I felt like it was too much, too busy with the rest that's going on. Okay, so I'm going to butt this up against the green and just center it. So it's about 1/2 inch from each side, okay, because this white piece is 6 inches wide and this piece is 5 inches wide. But then this is going to go right under here. So I am using it a little bit, but okay. Get the ends here because I didn't go right up against the edge. Okay, put this underneath here. I'm really excited about the June collection from the Close to My Heart Stampin' Up because it's really pretty colors. It's like greens and it's called Lake Life. So it's kind of very nature-y. I really like it. Okay, we're almost there. Let me get one of these photo placeholders. I ordered several packs of these, so I'm gonna be sad the day I run out. Because I think it helps the look of the layout when you have these. Okay, so we've got really the base done. All we need to do is some stamping. Okay, so let me get some white daisy. This should be enough. I'm going to move this out of the way for right now. And then we'll flip this over. Let me make sure that this is smaller than 6 inches, yeah. Because my trimmer is only 6 inches. Like my Sizzix Big Kick. The plate's only 6 inches, so. Okay. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay, so we need to stamp the bike, the sun, these 3 butterflies, and I love these butterflies because they're two layers, and then the flowers. And the flowers really are 3 layers. So let me get the stamp set here. So this is what the stamp set looks like. I might use a different sentiment because it's going to be the other side. So, enjoying today, taking it easy, you are my sunshine. I like that. I like this little swishy because it's like you can make your butterflies flying, although you couldn't really see that on here. So I didn't do that. Okay, so let's start with the sun. And for the sun, I used honey butter because that's the color in the collection. Okay. If you want, you could roll it in like a nectarine or in the pumpkin if you wanted to get a little dimension to it. Let's see. So there's the sun. Okay. Let's do the butterflies. So for the butterflies, you can see there's 2 different sizes. So let's do the big one first because there's 2 of the big ones. And so one of them is in honey butter. So let's do one in honey butter. The card making stamp of this one is really nice. It's these flowers, and I didn't get it at first because I thought, oh, I've got so many flowers, but I've seen so many cards and layouts made with those flowers, and they're so unique. I don't have anything like those, so I was thinking about getting those in my next order. Okay, and then this one is in a limeade. I actually, I sold somebody my limeade ink pad because they really wanted it. Let's see if I can do 2nd generation fern, how that looks. I'm trying to transition to Stampin' Up ink pad, so actually that is really close. My other option was green apple. I couldn't believe somebody would want a used ink pad, but they have a re-inker. They just didn't have the pad, so I was like, okay, I don't mind. They were buying something else from me, so I was like, I'll throw that in. I have been selling off my stamps, so if there is like a stamp set you've really been searching for, let me know, because I might have it. And I'm selling them off, so. Okay, this small butterfly is pumpkin. Okay, so let's make this. Okay, so now here's where the fun kind of comes in, I think. There's these bodies for the butterflies. So let's use the big, there's two bodies. So there's this one, the big one, and then there's this one, the small one. So the big body goes with the big butterflies, and the small body goes with the small butterflies. So I'm going to use black on this one. Do I use what for mats? Oh, the white? Do I use these for mats? I don't. I usually take them off when I put the pictures on, if that's what you meant. Okay, so let me ink up the body here. Oh, look how cute he is. The one thing you have to keep in mind is we do have to cut this out. And so this, I don't know, this might be one where you want to cut the white out first and then stamp. I don't like to do that. I like to stamp and then cut out, but you want to make sure that you stamp it so that it fits into the die cut. Okay, and now let's do the smaller one, the smaller body for the smaller butterfly. Between the flowers on the card making stamp set and these butterflies, I really love it. And you think that you have enough butterflies, but these are different. It's a different style. And the style of these butterflies goes so nicely with the style of the flowers. It's a little, I don't want to say whimsical, but it is a little whimsical. Okay, we need to do this lovely. And so I'll do that one again. Lovely. I did this in Rosy. I really like the color Rosy. I'm sad that the color, you know, is new this year and then they're closing, because it's such a pretty color. I'm going to put it down here because this one you have to fussy cut. And look how nicely it's stamped. This one, the Lovely, does not have a thin cut. Okay, let's see. What will fit in this space there? Let's see if the bike will fit. Yeah, it's such a pretty color. Okay, let's see. The bike. Will the bike fit in that space? I might have to do the flowers. Yeah, I could do the bike there. Let's see what size block I need for that. That block. block. Okay, this block, I don't know, this bike I did blue. Let's see, I might do jade. Let's do jade. Is jade one of the colors? Let me check to make sure. I think it is. But Bluebird, French vanilla, harbor, honey butter, jade. Yeah, so let's make it jade. Either that or I could do rosy. But I don't want it to blend in too much with that picnic print. So let's do it in jade, because this is a nice dark color. Make sure it's all covered. Okay, looks pretty good. Okay, and I do like this one. It is supposed to be, I don't want to say wonky, but almost watercolory, like hand drawn. So it, I mean, really, it almost looks like the tire is flat or something, you know, but that's how the stamp is, so. Okay, now let's do the flower pots. And so I want to tell you what I did for the flower pots, because I couldn't figure this out. So if anybody knows how to do this and has a better idea than what I did, let me know. Okay, so this stamp is a two-layer stamp. You've got the base stamp that's got the basket and then the leaves, and then you've got the other stamp that's the flowers. So you can make the flowers, you know, whatever color you want. You can see here I made one set pumpkin and one set rosy. Fine, but the basket I did brown acorn, but then that made the leaves acorn. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And then I thought, well, that makes it look like the flowers are dead because the leaves are brown. Okay, so there's one. And it is kind of shaded. So the one side seems darker than the other side, which is how the stamp is cut. But now do you see how the leaves, let me hold this up here. It makes the leaves look dead because they're brown. But I did fix it on here. You could do this in green, but then your basket was green, and I thought that looked a little bit weird. But then let me do the flowers, and then I'll show you what I did. Okay. Now these are meant to fit like right in there, so you can see they left some space. So what I can tell is that, so there's a cluster, wait, let me show you. Let me show you on here. So there's, see how this, it's in the right orientation right here. So there's like a cluster at the bottom left, and then up here on the right, there's like these two little flowers, and then this flower, and then that flower. That's the top right. So, and it will snug fit right into the spaces. So let's do one rosy. Oh look, I got some ink on there. So you'll see how it fits real nicely right in here. Okay, and then the other one I did pumpkin. And again, make sure you have it in the right orientation, Because you can kind of see here, there's like an opening for this flower to fit right into. Did a little bit better aligning on that one. Okay, let me put the stamp back so I don't lose it. So here's what I did to fix these. Is I took one of my tri-blend markers, and this is the dull green, and I took the dark side, the dark of the dull green, and I just outlined, I just went over the flower, over the leaves. That way I was able to make the flowers a certain color, and then I made the basket brown, and now the leaves are green. And I wasn't sure it would cover over the brown, you know, the acorn, but it covered over it. You can't see it. So let me show you the comparison. Hi, Julie. So maybe you have a good idea. This 2-layer stamp, it colors, the first stamp does the basket and the leaves, and then the second stamp does the flowers. And I wanted the basket brown, but then I made the leaves brown, and I thought it made it look like it was dead. So I'm doing I just used the marker. I mean, the only other thing I could think of is doing the basket green. But then I felt that the leaves got lost with the basket green. Okay. So it covers the brown really nicely, I feel. I feel like it, can't tell. Okay, now the last thing is this piece of white daisy here that we need to stamp, and then we'll cut these out. So this piece is 4 inches by 2.5. 4 inches by 2.5. So here's my white daisy. Let's cut this 2.5 by 4 inches. Okay. So I think for this one, instead of doing You Are My Sunshine again, since it's going to be a companion page. Oh, good. You like my marker trick? So, because the acorn was light enough, I feel like it worked good. So let's see if Enjoying Today fits. I should have thought about that before I cut my... Oh, yeah, it does. It fits. Okay. So I'm going to stamp there. And it is in jade. So I made my bike jade, but I'll still do this jade. I don't think that's too bad. If I don't like how it looks together, I'll just stamp it again. Okay. I really do like the color of the jade. Oh, you know what? I didn't season this stamp, but we'll see how it is. This is the first time using this stamp. Oh, it's good. Sorry for coughing. I'm still battling this. It's like 2 weeks now, and I just can't get rid of this congestion and cough. Last night I took an allergy pill because I thought, well, maybe it's not the cold. Maybe it's my allergies. But then in the morning I was still in a coughing. Okay, now on this one, if you can see at the bottom, I stamped these little plus signs. Okay, and on that one I did limeade. I'm going to do the second generation fern again, just because it works so good on the butterfly. If you hopped on late, I sold my limeade ink pad because somebody really wanted it. So I didn't think about it being on this layout. Okay, so these, if you notice, if you place them on your stamp pad, you'll see that the top and the third line are kind of farther to the right than the second and the fourth line, and that's so that these can kind of line up. So I'm stamping right along the bottom. And then letting these, and you can see how they line up here. And it's supposed to be a little random and light and just a decoration. So I don't mind if it's a little bit different darknesses or anything. Okay, I really like that. And actually that second generation fern, I bet avocado would be the same. You could use avocado, or I just happen to pull that fern out. To me, I really can't see a difference between fern and avocado, so I don't know why they got rid of fern and came up with avocado, but they did. Okay, I think that that is everything stamped. So let's just cut these pieces out. Okay. Now these are close to my heart stamps and thin cuts. You know, co-branded by Stampin' Up. So these cut like close to my heart thin cuts, okay? Even though they're co-branded with the Stampin' Up. Just because I know in the past I've said that I feel like the Stampin' Up dies cut a little bit closer to the image. These ones are more close to my heart style, where it's a little bit more white around it. Which is actually good for these butterflies, because remember I said that the butterflies are, when you stamp that butterfly body, you got to make sure that it's going to fit. Okay, so let's put these on here. I'll do a few at a time. I'm not going to do all of them at once. I'll do one of the flowers. Do the small butterfly. And so you can see how my body does fit going this way on the butterfly, but I wonder if I stamped it too low. We'll see. Now, the sun you have to make sure you have it in the right direction. because there's different like little rays coming off of it. So, okay, let me see. I think this is I think that's the right direction. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Let's see. I should mark it. Mark like the top. Okay, I feel like that's good. Let's try the bike too. Okay, there we go. I do have a magnetic mat on, so let's hope these stay in place. Okay. Let's see how these came out. Not too bad. The sun, I think I got it pretty much the sun. Sun's good. The little butterfly and the bigger butterfly, they look good. The little flower pot, and the bike. The bike looks really good. Okay, now let's do the other two pieces. So the flower pot. And again, this might be one that you want to cut and then stamp. Since it's a 2-layer stamp, you can get it, like, I don't know if I got the flowers a little bit high. We'll see if it doesn't get all cut off. So the butterfly and the flower pot. Looks pretty good. I think it cut the top of that. I didn't cut it off, so that was good. And then the butterfly, pretty good. And again, the body is a 2nd-layer stamp, so you've got to make sure that you fit it within the size of the die cut, which I feel like I did, so I'm not worried about it. Okay. These away. And now all I gotta do is cut the lovely. And like I said, that one is there's no die cut for that, so you have to fussy cut that. Okay. But since it's a rectangle, it's really easy. That's about the only kind of shape that I don't mind fussy cutting. I don't like to fussy cut. That's why I always try to get my stamps with thin cuts. But now with the Stampin' Up stamps and dies, I find that there's a lot of dies that are extra that don't go with the stamp, and so getting the dies is even more of a benefit. Okay, so let's put these down. Let's start with this. And this one I just put directly onto the layout. I didn't pop it up. And I'm centering it right on that green piece that is 5 inches wide. Okay, and then these I put right on the page 2. Okay, so that's here these straight down. I'm going to use this just to guide. Put that there. Put this guy here. Okay. And then the other things I did pop up. So I have my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I did receive the mini dimensionals, so let's see if we'll try and use those today too. Okay, so I'm going to pop up the bike. And let's use a couple minis on the... Look how small these are. There's a lot in here. How many are in this minis? Does it say? I think it says 720. Well, look at that. I'm going to be set for a while. I have to figure out how to take these off of here, though. Okay. So that's nice. Look how small they are. I put one there, and then one on the bike seat. Okay, I like the size, and I like the size of those. Let's take the back ends off. Okay, this trick works on the minis just the same. It takes the backings off really easily. Okay. So let's put this guy down. I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, the sun. Now, obviously on this one, I put them over on this side. So I'm just trying to kind of mirror it. Sorry if I confused you. But here I'm putting it on the right side. Here I put it on the left side. Okay, now let's do the regular dots on here. And I'll put this one over here. And the butterflies, so let me see, I think I'll put the one butterfly there. I think maybe, let's put 4 of these mini dots down. Once I get these going, I'm hoping that it'll be easy to take these off. Just there and there. These are a nice size, and I do like that they're hexagons. Take the backings off. Okay, so these, I mean, these are my new favorite things. This Picket tool and the dimensionals. I feel like, where did the, there we go. It's like there's a backing that I didn't get off. Okay. So let's put this guy here. We'll put the green one over here. Hey Mom, how you doing? How you feeling? Oh, use the I think I'm gonna put pictures of Ellie riding her bike on this layout. She's got a She likes to ride her little bike, and she's really gotten good at pedaling, you know, herself. So she's so cute on it. I'm here watching my grand dog. I've got Peyton today. They're both down here laying in my craft room. Oh no, they both got up. I don't know where they went now. I was gonna take the camera off and show you Peyton, because you guys haven't seen Peyton in a while. But Michaela and Anthony are in town for a wedding, and they're at the wedding right now. So I'm watching the grand dog. I think I'm gonna put, no, I think I'll put it here. Okay, so that, oh, I gotta do lovely, the lovely. Oh, Julie, you think that fussy cutting is relaxing? To me, it's opposite of relaxing. It's an anxiety inducing. I don't know why. So I'll put this here. And if you do put it over, make sure that you're not going over the picture, or if you do, make sure that the adhesive is not over the picture. And then the last thing is the dots. So this collection did come with the dots, and I think that they're still available. I checked before the live, and they were available. And I really love this because it's got the rosy, bluebird, limeade, and honey butter. So some really good colors. So let me see. I'll put a blue here, the bluebird. Put the bluebird there. I know I've got honey butter here, but I'll put the limeade. Put something up here. Put the honey butter there. Okay, that's 3, and then I've got these 2. So I'm going to put those, I think, here. Let's do another bluebird, and let's do a rosy, because I don't have a rosy. So these are still available. They're in that link that I dropped on the page. So there we go. There's the page. You don't mind fussy cutting? That's good. I just feel like, I don't know, I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I feel frustrated having to fussy cut. Okay, so here is the layout for today. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, I did use this close to my heart Stampin' Up co-branded paper, but this layout, really, you can use any paper with it. I think it would be cute with like even Christmas paper, and put like a little Christmas tree or something here, or a bauble, something. So I mean, you can really use anything, and just have maybe some snowflakes, or you know, something like that. But I really love this paper. It's so springy, and I really need that right now because, like I said, it's been rainy and yucky here. Yeah, it is very sunshiny. I'll show you the pictures that I have of Ellie. I put her on this layout for, this is the make and take that I'm going to do at the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo in Chicago. So this is the sample, and I'm using these stamps. So look how cute. Her little bike is almost just like this. It's more, I would say capri than bluebird, but I think it's cute. And here she's on some other little contraption. I don't know what that is, but so I think this picture would be really cute on here. But that layout's going to go in her book, I think, and this one I'll put in my book. So, like I said, the June Close to My Heart Stampin' Up co-branded paper is coming out. It's called Lake Life. It's really pretty. It's like greens. I will give you a heads up. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to be June 1st, maybe June 3rd. There is some of this paper still available. Not the paper pack and sticker sheet, but the bulk paper pack is available. And the bulk paper is the picnic print and then the green with the butterflies. So this is the one side, and then the green with the butterflies is the other side. That's what the bulk paper looks like. So that's available. And then the cardstock is still available in individual packs. So if you want to stock up on your Close to My Heart cardstock, it is... these colors are there. There's honey butter, harbor, pumpkin, maybe bluebird, white daisy. I know there's white daisy because I just bought 4 packs for my that Stampin' Scrapbook Expo make and take. So I know that's available. If you purchase from my website, my current host code is 6RBYCFP2. And so if you use this code, I can get basically like hostess credits that I can use to send out my little thank you gifts and, you know, the different things that I usually send out. I can use the rewards from that. So if you purchase, please use the host code unless you spend over $150. And then if you spend over $150, you can get the host code, the hostess benefits, and you get it right then when you order. So it just pops up and says you received, you know, 15% credit or whatever it is, and then you can pick items right there. Okay, so it's a really good deal. So, okay, next week I've got something fun, I think. We're going to make these, I'm calling these still life cards because to me they look like still life paintings. And so I'm featuring this stamp set, which is called Country Flowers. So this is part of my collection of the month for June is Country Flowers and Country Lace paper, the paper pack. So that's what I'm going to be featuring in June. And that's what my workshop guides will be. You know, I've been creating a workshop guide with 3 scrapbook layouts, the cutting guide and everything that you need if you spend $50 on my website. And so next month the collection is Country Lace and the Country Flowers. So these are the cards. I've kind of based them on still life paintings like this. So this is kind of my inspiration. So, and if you missed it, on Friday I did this layout live with the paper pumpkin, the May paper pumpkin kit. So I did complete the second. I did complete this page after the live, but this was really cute. So I can't wait to get the June paper pumpkin kit comes out. You have to subscribe by June 10th. If you subscribe by June 10th, you'll get the June kit, which is I think it's called Life is Sweet. But the picture that they showed was like of a peach. So I think it's going to be kind of fruit, or at least peach themed. Okay. And then also in June, the Close to My Heart Lake Life is going to come out. So those are the 2 specials. That's okay, Julie. You know, I was able to call and have it added. And they're being pretty lenient with the new Close to My Heart makers. because they know that customers aren't used to that, and so they're letting us add it. So it's not a big deal. They just apparently there's like a limit of number of times you can call for that, which I don't feel like I get enough orders anyway that I'm ever, even if nobody put in the code, I don't think I get enough orders that I can't call and have it added. So that's fine. But if the next time you order, if you use the code, that's helpful. I don't have to call, but it's not a big deal. So, okay. Any other questions? I don't think I had anything else to show you or talk about besides that. So, so like I said, next week is the still life cards, and then I'm doing a layout using the country lace, paper. Okay? Okay, thanks for joining. Have a good Memorial Day tomorrow, and if you're grilling out or whatever, hopefully it'll be a nice day for you. I don't know what's in store now, but today was kind of a dreary day, but hopefully tomorrow won't be so dreary. But okay, thanks for joining. Seeing you next Sunday. Bye.